So exciting times for the oldest cemetery in Minneapolis.
P&S Cemetery is getting some special recognition this summer, and Shayla Reeves is there this morning with all the details. I mean, in the terms of history, this is a pretty big deal, Shayla.
Oh, absolutely. And it's decades of research that paved the way for this moment to occur. I'm here with Susan Hunter-Weir, a cemetery historian for the Pioneers and Soldiers Cemetery. This is incredible. The National Park Service providing this designation that this particular cemetery, the oldest in Minneapolis, is part of the Underground Railroad network of freedom. To see that a piece of history here has that connection, what did that mean to you?
It's a highlight. I've been doing this for 25 years, and we've had some other really kind of amazing things happen, but this one feels like it's really important. I mean, it's telling stories that have been lost for, in some cases, 150 years.
And to get to this moment, why it's also significant, it's only the second place in Minnesota to receive this designation.
Exactly.
And it's because 4 specific people are buried here. Right. Their connections clearly established is what paved the way to the moment that we're in.
Exactly. We have William Goodrich, Charles Broden, Hester Patterson, and who am I forgetting? Woodford Anderson.
Yes.
So, yeah.
And 3 of those individuals, Charles Broden, William Goodrich, and Charles Broden, Hester Patterson, and Woodford Anderson were all freedom seekers. Right. And it was William Goodrich, an abolitionist and Underground Railroad conductor in Pennsylvania, who was also found. One of the interesting things here is you worked with Elise Hill, a St. Paul native and documentarian, right, who specializes in African-American genealogy. That work with her kind of paved the way to this moment. And it's through that research you learned more African Americans are buried here than you even realized.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Elise gets the credit for this all the way. I hadn't even heard of the program until she contacted me. And so we've been working on it pretty closely for about 1.5 years, 2 years. And then as a side, she and I talked about trying to figure out how many African Americans are buried in this cemetery. And I would have guessed a couple hundred. As of yesterday, we're at 532. So we have a lot more stories to go.
And one of the most incredible pieces of all of this, you don't normally get the stories of women. And to get one of those stories, that's truly a gem.
It is. And I would say that finding Hester Patterson's story probably is a highlight of 25 years worth of research. We very much wanted to try and find a woman. And it's hard because they don't have documentation, they don't have birth certificates. The men, Charles Broden and Woodford Anderson, were tied to the military. So with military, you get paper. With Hester Patterson, not so much. But I found a memoir that mentions her, and it was written by a man who wrote it as an adult, but he was 8 years old when Hester joined their household. And it's his childhood impressions of her and describes her personality, what she looked like, and most importantly, places her in Minneapolis in 1863, which is exactly where we needed her to be.
And that's what paved the way for including her in this moment.
It did. It was just exhilarating to find that because it's so rare. Right. It was just a rare document.
All right, Susan, thank you so much for being with us. And of course, the dedication is officially scheduled for June 7th at 1 p.m. Coming up in the next half hour, we'll talk a little bit more about the significance of this moment, plus how you can learn more about the history and some of the folks that are buried here at the Hennepin History Museum. We'll talk all about that straight ahead in about the next 30 minutes.
My gosh, I mean, genealogy is just amazing, but it just reminds you of how many stories still need to be told and recovered.
Yeah, important history than stories that need to be told, just as you said. Shayla Reeves live for us in Minneapolis. Shayla, thank you. Well, let's focus on something here at home. How about the oldest cemetery in Minneapolis? It is getting a new honor this summer. It's going to be designated as part of the National Underground Railroad Network to Freedom. To tell us more about it, Shayla Reeves there this morning. Shayla, I mean, this is a history lesson for pretty much anyone in the state of Minnesota.
Oh, absolutely. And this is, again, the second part of the state to receive this type of designation, the first over in St. Paul. To see this happen is incredible because it's decades of research that got us to this moment. I'm here with John Crippen, the Hennepin History Museum Executive Director, to see the National Park Service recognize Pioneers and Soldiers Cemetery in this way. What does that mean?
It's gratifying to have that national recognition. Most people don't think of Minnesota as part of the whole slave movement and anti-slavery, but there are active people here, and this designation really just highlights that for folks, gives us the little bit of a glimpse into the legacy.
And it's the stories of 4 people that got us to this moment. Right. Hester Patterson, Woodford Anderson, Charles Broden, all freedom seekers, and then William Goodrich, abolitionist and Underground Railroad conductor in Pennsylvania. Just enough information about their stories, their experiences, being able to connect them to here is what got us to this moment.
Absolutely. And we were just delighted to be able to work with the folks at Pioneers and Soldiers to tell their stories and others of the residents here in the cemetery at our exhibit at Hennepin History Museum. So we're just delighted to be able to highlight these stories in a better way.
And what's been incredible along the journey of research, Elise Hill, a St. Paul native and documentarian specializing in African-American genealogy, it's her work that paved the way for that designation. But along the way, they learned, we thought there were maybe 200 people buried here, but there's over 500 buried at Pioneers and Soldiers Cemetery. And those are stories that people can learn more about at the Hennepin History Museum.
Right. It's 500 and counting, as Sue likes to say. So the work continues to be done. We've got a workshop this weekend by our archivist, Michelle Pollard, called Finding Your Family, and it's African-American genealogy, how to dig into these stories. Because a lot of the information is there, but it's a little bit hidden away, and you got to find the tools to get the right information.
And for those that are interested, they can head to the website to find out more on that.
That's right. hennepinhistory.org. Can sign up for the workshop this Saturday. We also have an event on April 12th where Sue and I will be talking about how she builds community through this study of history.
All right, and Sue again is Sue Hunter-Weir, the cemetery historian. If you want to be a part of the dedication, thank you so much, John, that's coming up here for that recognition now from the National Park Service. You can be a part of that. That's coming up on June the 7th at 1 p.m. And Elise Hill, that genealogist whose work was critical in getting that designation, she'll be a part of that special presentation happening that day.
It'd be really neat to talk to her.
Yeah, we do.
All that research and history is just fascinating.
And going to a great cause, too.
Yeah, I'm so glad they're doing it. All right, Shayla, thank you.